Hey guys, welcome back to Barrelman Drinks. I'm Oliver.
And I'm Christine.
Today we have some Michters on the table. Yeah, early this month we hit Louisville for a weekend trip, and we stopped by and got a Michter's tour. Learned a little about history, and I think at the same time, around that same time I picked up a bottle of Michter's Barrel Strength Rye from 2024. So wanted to do a review on that. But we figured we'll do a little history we learned. Christine is going to be the one to give it to us.
Okay, Michters. Yeah. So you think it started in Kentucky. But it didn't. It didn't. It was started by a Mennonite farmer. Sounds like I'm making it up. But no, but I don't know what his first name is. But Shanks. It was started by that guy in Pennsylvania, Shanks. And in 1750 something. And the story goes, and this is what they told us on the tour, that when the Revolutionary War broke out, George Washington loved Shanks, so he bought a whole bunch of it for his men, I guess to keep them warm and
go GW, G-dubs.
Yeah.
Buying some good stuff.
Yeah. And then it went from, I guess, Shanks, I don't know if they went bankrupt or something, but Baumberger, I forgot the guy's name, Abraham, I think? I'm going to say Abraham Baumbergers. Then took over and, all the way up until I think they went bankrupt or something happened in the 80s, I think.
Baumbergers
right?
is the bomb.
Well, it is the bomb. I enjoy that one. And it wasn't till, who's the guy? Foreman? Some guy, I don't know. Said let's go. He liked the product a lot, but at that time they changed the name to, I guess it was his son's names, Michael and Peter is what they said. And I don't know, they sound like they're Filipino because that's a very Filipino thing to do, combining two names together and making one name. But yeah, Michter is what they got from Michael and Peter.
That's true about the Filipino thing. If you have any Filipino friends out there, or if you are Filipino and you're watching, thank you, salamat. You tell the story.
Yeah,
about combining names.
They like to combine names. Like, say your dad's name is Celestino, and your mom's name is Virginia. Your kid's name is then Seljan, but they wouldn't call you Seljan. They would probably call you, I don't know, Jinjin or Jing. But your name would be a combination of the two, just like Michael and Peter Michter, right?
Ask your Filipino friends about it.
Or maybe it's a rich person thing, because didn't Jack Kent Cooke did that? He did that when he was building the new Redskin/Commanders.
Ralph
John Stadium. Those were his grandsons, I think, or his sons, Ralph and John. But the name didn't take off, Ralph John, right? Everyone just calls it, where is it, Landover, Maryland? Yeah. I don't know. Rich guy or you're Filipino? Combination name.
There you go. The History of Michters by Christine. Okay, so anyway, all the bottles are here just to kind of go over the history. We're gonna go ahead and start pouring these out. So let's get these done. What we have here is we have the very famous Michter's 10-year rye.
Why is it famous?
It's sought after, very good, 10-year age, right? I like the regular Michter's Rye. I actually, on one of my business trips, apparently killed the bottle at the bar. I'm assuming there wasn't a lot left. But anyway, this is good stuff. And the barrel strength, I assume it just has more proof because this doesn't have high proof. This basically is sitting at something like 93 proof, I guess.
This is the one we got.
Yeah.
When we went.
Yeah, we picked this up. Yeah, at Michter's, they had them at the distillery shop, and so the same thing with the Shanks and the Baumbergers. Lucky to walk in on those guys. So at least in the month of July, I've heard they had a lot of Baumberger Shanks and the Michter 10-year Rye. 2023, we're in the hunt for the 24 versions to try those out, but as you can tell, that the other ones been pretty used, and we started on this guy too. So. Anyway, let's this one's open, but let's pop this bottle. All right, tear the paper, and then we're gonna do the.
You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember that Nike commercial back in the day, the basketball one,
Oh yeah.
and
There you go, the sneakers
the
on the.
squeaky squeak with
Yeah.
their sneakers.
Yep. All right, let's pour these guys. Smells good. Smells good. All right, so this is the barrel strength, and then $10-year. You know, we did the tasting. It was pretty cool. The Michter's tour. It's a short tour. We'll have to do a video on that. But the tasting was probably pretty good tasting because they gave you a special taste. So you had your standard bourbon. It was cool. They had the bourbon made two ways, I think, right? They had it done their way of going in with going to the barrel with a lower proof. And then they did it they called it the industry way of going in with a higher proof and then deproofing it later, after you dump it. And you could definitely tell a difference. And it came out smoother with their technique of going in at a lower proof and then letting it proof up, if you will, and then so not needing so much water. So, and it came out a little hotter with the industry method, I guess. So I guess it depends.
I didn't like that second one.
You know, yeah, because it came out a little too hot.
Industry.
It came out hotter,
Yeah.
even though it was the same proof. So it's pretty cool when you actually drink the different proof, bourbons or whiskeys.
And
when
he
it has
told
a high
us
proof,
afterwards.
yeah, he told us afterwards. So I thought it was pretty cool. The one thing that I realized is that although the bourbon is a good bourbon, I'm not gonna say it's a bad bourbon. I don't love it. I guess I don't love Michter's bourbon, but I love the ryes, and it's probably one of the first ryes I've really enjoyed because we tend not to really like ryes. And the Baumburgers is a good bourbon for me, and to me, I don't know what it is. The regular bourbon, even the barrel strength I tried a tasting of,
Not a fan?
I mean, I don't know if I'd pay the extra for it, honestly, right? I think we do have a bottle of the 10-year bourbon we've never cracked, and now that I tasted like a couple expressions, I'm not even sure if I want it. I'd rather trade it for something else, maybe, right? Instead of cracking it open. But anyway, let's get at it. So let's go on the nose. Let's try the.
I'm not a fan of rye, so let's see how this goes.
No, let's try the right one. The right one.
Oh.
The 10-year rye.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the nose, you can definitely smell a bit of the rye, right? The rye spices. But I do smell a little bit of honeysuckle.
I smell that sweetness.
Like,
that honeysuckle.
is it like a melon? Right? Melon sweetness? Like a light sweetness, like a sugary water sweet, which basically I attribute to melons.
When you say melon, like a cantaloupe juice?
A little bit cantaloupe or honeydew. No?
I'm not smelling any of that.
And then some rice spices at the end. Little bit small, faint oakiness, light leather on the palate there. So anyway, okay. So now let's try the barrel strength on the nose.
Now, what's the difference in proof?
Oh, good call. I think this was at 90. What is that?
This smells like it's higher.
92.5 here.
This one smells
It is
like
higher.
It's higher. Okay.
It's definitely higher. And this one is at. Of course, I don't have my glasses on.
Let me see.
Oh, there it is at the bottom.
223.
No.
Oh, it's not. What is that?
That does look.
It does look like 223.
It's 111. It's
Okay.
111. They put
you
the.
can't see it yourself.
It's 111. They put on the ones. They put the.
Oh, they did
the
it
thing on the
fancy.
top and the bottom.
It looks like 273.
That one. They did that.
Anyways,
So anyway,
so it's 111.
so she made it.
Okay. I was
Positive.
like, I don't want to
Okay.
drink this one.
Okay. So similar sense. I mean, it's the same distillate, right? It's the same stuff. Just I think it's just
It's burning my
bottled-
nostril hairs more.
bottled at a higher proof. At least that's what the bourbon tasted like when I tried the barrel strength bourbon. It tasted like the regular bourbon, just higher proof. So anyway, let's get acclimated with this 10-year, which should be very smooth.
That was my first sip. I'm gonna do 3.
It's like sugar and spice and everything nice.
My first sip wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna like rye. Well, I typically don't like rye, but this isn't too bad.
Okay, on the second tasting there, still the baking spices, the brown sugar, light brown sugar for me, and then the finish on that is a very smooth oakiness, not harsh, not very
It's not that bad. You know,
tannic.
is that the word I need? You know how whenever I taste rye, it's like funky, but
Well,
it's not bad. This one isn't.
No,
bad.
no, no, and this
is
is.
that what you mean by that oakiness? Is that the funk that I
mean,
taste?
maybe some people, but that's even in non-ryes.
Okay.
So ryes will provide like more of the spiciness,
Peppery?
the peppery
Okay. I'm
notes,
not getting
right?
that.
You're not. I mean, there is some. It's a rye, so you can taste it. That tingle on the tongue, the spicy tingle. But it's the 10 years. That oakiness, smooth oakiness you taste on the back end. It's not harsh at all. But I think it's due to the 10-year.
It's nice.
It's nice, right? It's good.
I said I didn't like rye, but I like this one. It's not
There you
bad.
go. See?
So
So
if you don't like rye, you have to get
Well, so
the longer it's aged, the better.
So, you know, when we got into this bourbon thing, right, this year, watching Bruzel, he talked about, he doesn't like ryes, I think, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
doesn't see?
And-
So it's not just me.
Well, he said that he liked these Michter ryes, these Michter 10 years. I'm like,
Oh.
what is that thing? And eluded us for months and months, right? Then we found it in Paris. And then, you know, going to Kentucky recently, we picked up a bottle. So, no, it's a bourbon lover's rye. That's what he called it, and I agree with him. This is a pretty decent amount of corn, has just enough rye to be called a rye whiskey. So, you know. So let's try the barrel strength. It's gonna be a little hotter.
It's gonna be hotter.
Yep.
Okay.
You ready? Yep. Punches you right up front with that extra, right?
With that extra I
proof,
gotcha.
that heat,
That 273 proof heat.
that Kentucky hug.
That Kentucky choke. Or Kentucky.
One of our tour guides said that someone called it a Kentucky choke instead of a Kentucky hug. I don't know. I forget which tour that was. You know, it's good. I mean, it's different. It's definitely punchier. To me, you know, it's the 10 years is smoother. I hate to use that word. I think a lot of people it's smooth, but it's less refined. I'll call it, right? You know what it reminds me of, honestly? It reminds me of like when we tried the bourbon that at Michter's, made two ways, and the one just tasted spicier. That's what this is
Is
to me.
that what I'm tasting right now? That funkiness? I taste a little bit more of the funkiness with this one.
I don't know what the funkiness is.
I don't know. It's that one's what I'm tasting.
Okay.
It's definitely.
We should have prepared some water for you to drop it down to see if it basically eased up for you.
It's
But-
not bad, but I prefer this one. So
Okay.
if you were to buy another bottle, I'd say buy this bottle.
Okay. Well, we have to try it. This is the 2024. I don't think it's bad.
It's not bad.
If you're looking for more proof, definitely something you need to go get. I was able to buy this for about 140. This guy is selling for about 220 in the distillery. I think we got it for about the same price when we got it in Paris after the VAT was refunded. So both are really good. I guess price-wise, they're kind of balanced out. You know, the regular rye, which is also a single barrel, I believe, that's a value. I mean, in my opinion, like if you can't find these, that is a really good comparison. Obviously not as strong, maybe not as aged, obviously, but it's a good value. And you know, for me, you know, with my dad being ex-military, we're able to go to like a lot of the, you know, the bases to pick that up, and I think we can get it for about $35, no tax, from the exchange. So
From the exchange or from the exchange?
Yeah, that. So anyway, if you're in Louisville, stop by the Michter's Distillery downtown on Whiskey Row. Hopefully they'll have this for you there. If not, try to get a bottle of your own. I didn't do that because it was basically the barrel strength bourbon, and after trying that at the bar, like I said, I didn't feel like spending the money for it. I didn't think it was worth it for myself. But if you like Michter's bourbons, definitely try to get that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that review. I don't know if it was useful at all, but at least you have the comparison of both of these.
Maybe there are people that weren't rye fans that are going to try to go find.
If you're not a rye fan, try this. Try it at the bar. We tried a lot of stuff at the bars, but try this at the bar. But I think you'll like it. It's worth the hype. I know a lot of people double up on this when they can, just because it's hard to find around the country for a decent price. I think normally this is going for $300 to $400 here in the DC area. So to get it around low 200s is a steal. Not a steal. It's SRP. At the end of the day. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you guys later.